Hello and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to do a couple of things. First, there is a big box standing next to me right here, so I wanted to do an unboxing. I actually bought these items in April, so a really long time ago, and I haven't had a chance to unbox them with you guys. So I want to do this today, and I bought these items from Matches Fashion or Matches. So I also wanted to have a conversation about what is happening with Matches Fashion and also about what this means for kind of the broader landscape of luxury retail out there. So let's start with the conversation. As many of you, I'm sure, know by now, Matches or Matches Fashion went into administration on March 8th of this year. Now, when a company goes into administration, it means that the company can no longer meet its debt obligations. And there is actually a licensed insolvency practitioner that is appointed to come up with one of the two outcomes. So the first outcome could be that the company is restructured and there is an agreement that is reached with the creditors. And the second outcome could be that the company is dissolved and the creditors are paid off. By the way, a quick disclaimer, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a financial professional. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only, and I'm gonna link a bunch of resources below, everything that I watched and everything that I read. So if you would like to have more information, please check out the description box. Otherwise, I'm just a person on the internet who likes luxury fashion, who likes shopping, so I'm sharing this with you. By the way, my name is Lisa and I'm your guide to savvy luxury shopping no matter where in the world you are. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about strategic luxury shopping with emphasis on quality and timelessness of your items. Okay, and back to Matches Fashion or Matches. So now that everything is happening with them, I actually decided to learn a little bit about the history of the business. So apparently they started in 1987 as just like a regular brick and mortar boutique in London, in affluent parts of London, and they were started by a couple who just really had a very good understanding of their customers, very good customer service, and they would bring this very much curated collections of designers, of items into the UK market. So Matches Fashion went online for the first time in 2006, 2007, and at that time, its competitors were big department stores who also had online presence. So, for example, Selfridges or Net-a-Porter. However, there was a big difference between something like Selfridges and something like Matches Fashion. So, Selfridges was a big department store that had presence online, and in comparison, Matches Fashion was a smaller, curated boutique that also launched itself online. So, from reading different sources, what I understood is that the real competition for Matches Fashion came in 2008 with the launch of Farfetch. And I speak about Farfetch quite a lot in my videos because I have the private client status with them, and I really do get quite a lot of benefits from that. However, I understand that Farfetch itself is also going through turbulent times. It was recently sold to a South Korean e commerce company, and allegedly, I seem to remember that there is actually a class action lawsuit that has been filed against Farfetch. So, with this being said, 2008, we have the launch of Farfetch and kind of bigger competition for Matches Fashion. Fast forward to 2017, and Matches Fashion was sold to a private equity firm for $1 billion. A huge amount of money, right? Allegedly, that was a $1 billion sale. And I'm going to put a graph on the screen, but it just seems like since 2017, there has been a decline, in revenue, in shopping. There was a spike during COVID, followed by another decline. So fast forward to 2023, and Matches Fashion is sold again, and this time allegedly for 52 million pounds or 67 million dollars. So between 2017 and 2023, the value of the company went from $1 billion to 67 million dollars. That's a huge, huge decline. And after Matches or Matches Fashion was sold at the end of 2023, it went into administration in March of 2024. So, what does all of this actually mean for us as consumers? Well, the first thing I'm going to mention is that the time to shop was really back in March and back in April when they had very, very good deal on some of the current collection items. But even right now, if you have a bit of time, if you feel like you can browse around, go on their website, MatchesFashion.com. They still have quite a few different designers left and some really nice items if you're lucky with the sizes. But I specifically was checking out a couple of days ago, so they had quite a few items from Brunello Cucinelli, The Row, Valentino, Versace, Jimmy Choo. Those are just kind of some of my favorites. So you still have a little bit of time left. Maybe you're going to be able to snag a very good deal. I'm going to leave the website here, matchesfashion.com, and on their website, it actually says that this is the final sale up to 80% off. Another thing I wanted to mention is that specifically with what is happening with Matches Fashion, it just seems that the online luxury retail landscape is really changing. I looked at my own behavior, and starting from 2015, I have actually made a total of 6 purchases on Matches Fashion, and most of them were for items from Stella McCartney, which is a British luxury brand. But when it comes to my online shopping, I really tend to shop more with Farfetch. And I think that's because when I started gaining certain status with one platform, I just kept coming back to the same platform. Plus, I found it a bit easier to shop on Farfetch. And also, let's face it, they have some of the broadest availability of items on the internet right now, and just kind of really nice sales, promotions, and something is going on all of the time. However, when I look at what has happened with Matches Fashion, in a way, I'm really not surprised because I think that over the years, the online luxury retail space has become very, very saturated. And I'm the person who shops online all the time simply because I do not live close to boutiques. And so this is one of the ways that I can actually purchase luxury items. But even for me, it just becomes way too overwhelming to be able to look at everything. I mean, let's try to count. I mean, first of all, you actually have the department stores that have presence online. So that's like Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, or Saks Fifth Avenue. Second, you have these big retail giants like Farfetch, 24S, Mytheresa, with very wide curations of luxury designers. Next to this, you actually have design houses and brands themselves selling online, right? So it's, for example, Dior.com and Gucci.com, etc., etc., etc. Next to this, you also kind of have smaller luxury online boutiques with curated collections. So it's something like LNCC, for example. Then you actually have the gray market economy and websites like Satire or Guild that also sell a lot of luxury items. And last but not least, You can actually also go into the real boutiques, even if they are not present in your city. I always go shop into boutiques when I travel or when I transit through airports. So there's just a lot out there, and I think the competition is actually very stiff, and everybody has discounts, everybody has their own loyalty schemes, everybody has some kind of events and special promotions going on. So it becomes very difficult to shop on all of those platforms, and we just end up choosing one of our favorites, right? And for me, just looking at my personal behavior or consumer behavior online, that favorite platform just wasn't Matches Fashion. All right, so enough of the conversation. With all of this being said, let us go ahead and get into this unboxing. I want to show you a couple of items that I bought from Matches Fashion back in April. Now, these items are no longer available on Matches, but if I can find links to these items from other retailers, and as I mentioned, there's quite a bit of those retailers out there, I'm going to go ahead and also include those links in the description. As I talk about the items, I will also include the price, the original price, and the price I paid, and I will also just kind of talk about the sizing as well. All right, let's get into this big box. This is how the packaging actually looks. I remember shopping from Matches Fashion earlier, and their packaging was just a little bit nicer. You know, this is clearly just like the last stock being sold out, but it's okay. You know, for the price that I paid, I am not going to complain about this as long as I actually received the items. This is fine. Item number one is a very simple white tank top from The Row. Once again, I do like my designer ready to wear. I think it actually makes sense to spend a little bit more money on the basics because, you know, the basics are actually meant to last. So this is the white tank top, nothing particular special. This is my second piece from The Row, so I'm kind of interested to see how this brand wears. But for the summertime, I thought the tank top was one of those basic necessities. I bought the size small. Um, I do wear a little bit more size medium, but it just kind of depends. I decided out that I'm gonna try out size small and see how it goes. This is 100% cotton, and you know, something that you could easily just wear with a pair of shorts or under a blazer in the summer, and then also, you know, as a maybe bottom layer in the colder months as well. So a very basic white tank top. Okay, item number two that I have here is this box with a pair of slides from ALAIA. Now, this is actually the first item that I purchased from ALAIA. These are white slides, and I noticed that in the summer I've been wearing my Hermes white slides quite a lot, so I want to give them a bit of a break and have a different pair of slides that I could also use. So this comes in a very nice box, very well packaged. There is kind of like a simulation of a leather belt on the box, which is really interesting. So I really don't mind when the packaging is so nice. Cannot say no to this. So with these slides, I bought size 39, and usually when it comes to flat shoes, I wear size 39. When it comes to heeled shoes, I'm probably 39 and a half, maybe 40. Two dust bags. Now, let me emphasize that there are two of them. I do find it strange that this is really not centered, but I like the fact that there are two dust bags, you know, simply because two shoes, two dust bags, okay? I think that just kind of makes sense. But these are white leather slides from ALAIA. They have a leather sole, leather upper, and they're completely white, just kind of right here where your foot goes. I think this ALAIA Paris. It's a quite basic, nice leather slides. They got a bit of a heel as well, so something that I could definitely use in the summer. And as I mentioned, I have a pair of Hermes Oran slides, and I've been wearing them a lot, so I actually really want to go ahead and give them a break and maybe wear these ones sometimes as well. I like the perforated leather too, just maybe it's a little bit more breathable. It looks lighter for the summer months as well, and I think these will go very well with just like any little summer dress, a pair of shorts, really easy to wear, easy to use slides. Now the last item that I'm going to be unboxing comes in this Christian Louboutin box. So it's another pair of Christian Louboutin shoes. Now, I'm not a crazy person. I don't wear a lot of those high-heeled shoes at all. I actually decided to be much more practical when it comes to purchasing shoes, and I tend to go for something with no heel at all. So we are looking at two Christian Louboutin dust bags. Excellent. Always like two dust bags. Again, we have two shoes, so two dust bags. I think that's great. It is a pair of boots. So nice rubber red sole at the bottom here, and just kind of this beige camel colored boots from Christian Louboutin. I think they're going to go well with a lot of basics for the winter, the fall, and the spring months. I tend to wear this type of boots a lot because I can wear them with jeans and even with a pair of slacks. I find them easy to wear. I actually also drive a lot, so I do not like having high heels. I like to have something that is, fairly easy to manage. There is not much branding on them except for the kind of this CL logo right here, but I do not think that this is actually very recognizable. And for the sizing, I actually bought size 40 because Christian Louboutin shoes tend to run small. And if anything, they tend to be really, really narrow, and I really have quite wide feet. So especially for boots, when I can wear a pair of socks, I do not mind going up an entire size. So these are boots that are going to have to, stay around and wait till the fall or winter months for me to wear them. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know if you managed to buy something nice for a very good price from MatchesFashion.com. Leave it in the comments below. And if you think that this video elevated your luxury shopping game, please like, please subscribe, and come back for more. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.